Welcome back once again to Jack's Tech Corner. And by looking at my screen, you can see that I'm recording this on the Mac. I've been working a lot with the Mac this weekend, and a lot of you have been emailing me saying, Jack, keep up the Mac work. And so I worked this weekend, and I found a little bit of information for you that I think you might enjoy. First, before we get into that, if you've been enjoying the shows, don't forget to check out my website, jackstechcorner.com. right here, and look at all the different DVD collections I have for you. And if you're watching this and you're a Mac user, you may be interested in the Special Mac Edition, which covers Element 6 and iPhoto 08 and 09. So I didn't leave anybody out there, so it's going to be it's really worth the time to visit here. And if you're not interested in the DVDs, that's okay. You know, click on our forums and bring up the web forums and sign up. And if you don't know what a forum is basically just a conversation tool where we can ask questions and talk about different topics. I set up a few in here already, and I'd like to get more of you in here talking back and forth. But look down here, like Element 6, these are different topics. There's 20, 40 people have been involved. Tips and tricks in Elements, 45. Element 7 is 18. And we'll also get in here. I'm going to have to get back in here and sign up in here and actually turn on or set up for iPhoto to get your interest in iPhoto going. Maybe you have questions out there. I don't know. But sign up. It seems interesting to me. We have over 2,000 subscribers on YouTube, and we only have 120 registered users on the forums. So let's try to get this number up over the next couple weeks and see what we can do. With that said, what I wanted to talk to you about on this topic is the iPhoto Library. Now, the iPhoto Library, after doing some research, I thought, I was putting a lot of pictures on my MacBook Pro, and if you have a MacBook Pro laptop, or maybe you're using a Mac Mini, the hard drives are limited. I'm talking maybe 120 gig drive in my MacBook Pro laptop. So your drives are limited. So what I wanted to do was to see if I can put that iPhoto Library onto an external storage drive. And I found that sure enough you can do that. And then as you're adding pictures on your Mac, all the pictures are being written to an external drive. I can get those drives pretty cheap. I think I've seen now you could buy a terabyte storage drive for about $140. So, and that's a ton of space, folks. I mean, a terabyte, that's 1,000 gigabytes. So that's a lot of room. So let's go ahead and get started with how would you actually do this. Let's go ahead and get this web browser out of the way. The first thing you're going to do is you have to first move your iPhoto library from its current location. I'm going to open up a Finder window. Here's our Finder window. And just as a little plug here, I didn't talk to the iShowU folks yet, but I'm kind of using their new product. I went ahead and purchased it. This is the iShowU HD. Somebody recommended this to me for the Mac, so we're going to try this out and see how the video comes out. But it's inexpensive. It's about 30 bucks. So, like I said, I haven't talked to them yet to see if they want to sponsor the show or affiliate, but not really worried. I just want you to let me know how's the video and the audio coming along with this segment too. All right, so we're in Finder. I opened that up. We're going to go to Pictures. And when you go to Pictures, you actually need to, let me try to adjust this up a little bit there. There, let's clean it up a little bit. Now, when you're in the Finder window and you're under Pictures, you'll find your iPhoto libraries. Now, this isn't the view I like because it doesn't tell me the dates, and I got 2 of these here. So what's the significance of having 2? Let's take a look. Up in your bar up here, in the menu bar, you can click on a detailed view. Now we can see really quickly that iPhoto Library 1 is only 6.4 megabytes. And last time I wrote to that was February 18th. So it's probably old because I see the last time I wrote to this one was yesterday. And this is 8.51 gigs. Now, what we have to do first before we do anything in iPhoto is move this. Let's relocate it. What's really cool about this is if you have a network storage device at your house, like if you're using the Airport Extreme you can actually take that airport and plug in a USB drive and make that a network drive. What does that mean? Well, what that would mean is you can point all your Macs in your house to the same photo library and populate all those. So if somebody adds pictures, say one of your kids add pictures in their room, it would be added to the same library that your pictures are in. And when you open iPhoto, you'll see that there. So it's kind of a nice, like a back-end database almost. Now, what was interesting when I started playing with this was, if you right-click on your iPhoto library, you can go to Show Package Contents. And when we do this, I started looking through some of this stuff. And there's like XML stuff. There's stuff in here, caches you don't want to mess with. I don't even know what they are. Data, faces, blob. This is all the database back-end stuff. But what I thought was neat, when you're adding pictures, it's copying them into this basic file folder or database back-end, because here's all my originals. If I click here, let's go down here. Here's 2006, 7, 8, 9. You click on this. You can go down through here and you can see all the different dates, and that's where your iPhoto gets all of its events from. So I just thought that was an interesting piece of information I just wanted to throw out there to you. So we're going to right click on this, we're going to copy it out. So we'll copy it and we'll go to my external hard drive. I just gave it a name of data storage because that's what I keep in, is different kind of data, right? I went ahead and created a folder here called Pictures, and I was copying all my pictures over here just as a backup drive, just to have an extra set of pictures. Let's go down here though. I created a new file folder called iPhoto Library, and I actually pasted it right in here. I just right clicked and clicked paste. I'm not going to do it now because the one I just showed you is actually an older copy. Because you can see here I worked with this one today, and it was about 8:35 p.m. and I got 18.55 gigabytes of information in here. So I've been adding a lot of pictures to my iPhoto. Now once we do that, it's all set and ready to go. Let's close this. Now on your keyboard, hold down your Options key and then click on iPhoto to launch it. And keep holding your Options key until you get this box. It says, what photo library do you want iPhoto to use? Now I was doing some research today and I found that you could have as many libraries as you want. It's really neat. Just click on Create a New and you can actually make new libraries. And why would you want to do this? And that's why I asked myself. What I found out is when a library gets so full, I guess iPhoto takes a performance hit. I haven't seen that yet, and listening to all the keynote speeches when all these iPhoto 9 was being launched, you know, the performance hit is very minimal. You probably won't notice it. But if you do and you're getting hundreds of thousands of pictures in there, maybe you want to have different photo libraries, or you know, for whatever reason. So you would create a new one. To find the one that we just moved though, you may have to click on Other Library and then drill down. And what I mean by drilling down, you're going to go to your data store. So if I can move this. I went to my external storage drive. I went to Pictures. I'm going to scroll down here and look for iPhoto. iPhoto Library. And there it is. I just click on that and I click Open. I click Cancel for now because I already have it in there. And then you can see now when I select this, iPhoto Library Default. Here, Volumes, Data Storage, it's my external drive. Pictures, that's the folder. iPhoto Library is the subfolder I put in Pictures. And then iPhoto Library is the actual library itself. These other two, if you click on this, this will show that that's the one that was under my Pictures folder I showed you originally that I copied to here. Now when I click on Choose, that's going to be my default library. So we'll click on Choose and we're going to open that up. I'm going to shrink this down a little bit so we can get it in the window here when we're recording. There we go. And you can see I've done a lot of work today building albums and putting albums in my iPhoto and getting everything in there. So that's the way we would do it. It's very, very simple to do, folks. Just take your time. If you have to, rewind this video a few times and check it out. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video tutorial on the iPhoto library. And I'm going to come back here in a while. I found a nice backup tool that I'm using now. It's called an offsite backup. and it's very inexpensive. So I'm going to show you how that works and how we can back up our iPhoto library not only in your house, but also take that same library and send it away from your house in case something unforeseen ever happens to your house. Maybe it could be water damage in your computer room or whatever. Let's not talk anything worse than that. But let's just say your computers are destroyed. At least that way all your pictures are secured, tucked away, all these albums are done, and everything's ready to go. So I hope you've enjoyed this video tutorial. Until next time, remember folks, keep those shutters clicking, keep the editors editing, and I'll see you back here very soon. Bye for now.